Well, guys, SoFi's not looking so great today. We're starting to break down as the entire market is going red. Earlier, the Qs hit all-time highs. We were up a good chunk. Same with the S&P, and now we're down across the board. So we have to do an update on the indices and break down SoFi as it is down over 2%, and we're back under $16 per share. So let's dive into it, guys. If you find value, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Join the Patreon if you want to keep up with my actual portfolio updates, all my moves, full transparency, and you get access to the private Discord. All of that's linked down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stossurfest.com/Patreon. And now, enough of that. Cheers. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Let's dive into it. So we are breaking down here under $16 a share, and we noticed the signs in the last couple of videos. We talked about the death cross on the 4-hour chart. That was pretty, alarming, if you will, the 50 SMA crossing under the 180 SMA here. And we also talked about the head and shoulders, right? Which you guys can see it here. If I get the handy dandy circle tool out, give me a second. We have the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder right here. And again, that death cross. This is pretty much hanging on by a thread now. SoFi is maintaining this spot, which is good, I guess, 1575, 1580. But the second we fall through that point, and we're literally testing it right now, literally, guys, we're at 1590, and it keeps on bleeding by the minute. The second we break through this point, the reality is we're going for the lows. We're going for 1480. And we're probably going to break that at that point. Momentum will probably bring us through 1480. And at that point, guys, the reality is the way things are shaping up right now, we might be creeping down towards $12, $13 a share, which would bring us right at this 180 moving average on the 3-year chart at about $12.60, $13 per share. That could be where the stock ends up going, which I know you guys don't want to hear that, but that's what the charts are pointing to as of right now. And again, we kind of noticed the writing on the wall a bit yesterday, a little bit in that previous video, the one before yesterday, and yeah, it's starting to get, the bears are gaining an edge day by day, it seems like. And look, I'm looking to see if this gap fills, again, down to $14.80, $15. That's going to happen, in my opinion, if we take out $15.50. So we've covered before, and $15.80 really, $15.75, and we've covered before cash secured puts. I'm looking to get some cash secured puts now on this stock, and this is a great strategy if you have extra cash in your portfolio and you want to own a stock at a cheaper price, right? So what you do here is, let's say, for example, you have a couple $1,000, or in this case, let's say you have $1,500, enough to buy 100 shares of SoFi at $15 per share. And we're using 15 a share as an example here, but when you sell cash secured puts, again, you need cash, hence why they're called cash secured puts. You're essentially able to say, okay, I want to buy this stock at this price, and I'm going to wait and see if it gets there. And while I wait, I'm going to collect this premium, and if the stock actually gets to $15 or under, I'm going to have to buy 100 shares of that stock with the cash that I have, which is why it's called a cash secured put. And if it doesn't get to $15 a share, I keep the premium and I don't buy the stock, but then I could put it, or, do the same trade again. Maybe at a lower strike price, maybe at the same strike price. So I've talked about this before on SoFi. And for me, guys, look, I think anywhere under $14 is a screaming buy. Anything 10, 12 range is a ridiculous buy. So I'm about to just start selling cash secured puts like a madman on this stock. At $12, some at $13, maybe even at $14, although that is a little too close. Not too close, because I would still own it at $14, but I feel a bit more comfortable, let's say, owning it at $12, $13, considering I'm in the single digits, right? Mid single digits is where I'm at on this stock. So for me, guys, that's the strategy right now. Cash secured puts, sell a couple of those, however many, and you can sell however many you want. It depends on how much cash you have in your portfolio. And for me, guys, I'm looking to do a couple here. And SoFi is already a pretty decent position for me. And I'm not looking to, add a ton more stock here, but it's getting to a level where it's almost too low to ignore, and I want to collect some premium here while I wait for the stock to get even lower. It seems like it wants to go lower, right? And if it doesn't, hey, I'll keep my premium and I'll be a happy old man, right? So what do you guys think about that? The chart is not looking great, but it is what it is. That's the environment we're in with this stock, and I might as well sell again some cash secured puts, collect premium. It's a great way to make extra income in the stock market. People tend to, or they don't even realize how much money you can make from selling calls, selling puts, all these different option strategies. You can make a lot of extra money every single month, and it stacks up and it adds to your return, and it adds to the overall compounding machine, if you will. So that's a quick rundown here on SoFi. Let's cover some other movers here. By the way, guys, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. I think 50% of you watch the content, but you don't subscribe, and that's a problem. We're on the road to 100,000 subs, and I need every single one of you guys to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you all as always. So CrowdStrike is making a ridiculous move today, and CrowdStrike's one of the more obvious stocks. In hindsight, you could say that in hindsight. But even in real time, I was saying CrowdStrike's going to rebound. It got sucked into the whole Claude, AI scare, software sell-off, and these cybersecurity companies, guys, especially the cream of the crop ones, which CrowdStrike is, I mean, it's going to take a lot to disrupt them and have companies choose, a Claude vibe-coded cybersecurity app over CrowdStrike, right? So CrowdStrike's ripping. It's up from it's up over $150 per share, from $340 now to $500 a share, guys. We're rocking and rolling again, up 45%, completely breaking out here in the short term as well, above this 450 resistance. I'm loving it. I think we're actually going to continue this momentum. Maybe not in the very short term. I feel like we might see a pullback here, but overall, the trajectory is clear. The bulls are back in charge, heading into earnings later. No, not later this month. Early June, by the way. They have earnings. So I think this is going back mid 500s. I think it's clear based on the charts right now. So shout out to CrowdStrike. We have Toast earnings here after the bell. We're not going to go over those. We covered them before already. But by now, they're actually out. I'm making this video at about 3 p.m. East Coast time. You're watching it at about 4:30. So Toast earnings are out. Mercado Libre's earnings are out. Those are two stocks that I own, and I'm watching them very closely today for obvious reasons. We talked about, did we talk about Tesla? Actually, I don't think we talked about Tesla today. They reported pretty good China sales from April. They grew very good, actually. They grew 36% year over year, and Tesla stock went up a good chunk earlier. It's up still about 1.3%, but not nearly as much as it was before. We hit 415 earlier in the day. Now we're down to 403, so we're down about 3% from the high. But the reality is, guys, their sales in China are getting better, right? Europe, they're getting better as well. In France, in Sweden, I believe what other countries. But yeah, a bunch of European countries, they're seeing sales improve, and this is going to materially impact the stock. On top of what we're already seeing with, robots, FSD, the hype around SpaceX, I think we're still going to $500. I think this year, that might be bold. I don't know, but I've been saying that for a little bit. I think we're going $500, and this could be the start of that trend. We're noticing a golden cross. We're taking out the highs from the end of April here, breaking back over 400. This is critical, man. And if we fill the gap to 430, 435, that would be awesome. And if that breaks, man, we have a wide open run. Like I said, to $500 a share. So, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments your thoughts. Join the Patreon if you want to keep up with my actual portfolio updates, my private Discord. All of that's linked down below, pinned in the comments as well, or go to stocksurfs.com/Patreon. And with that being said, guys, cheers. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great rest of your day or night. I'll see you guys.